So yes, hello, this is Greth, and welcome to another of my Vidreps. This time we have Spiting Ferret. Holy shit. Okay, yeah, we'll keep that one. very, very fightful. And okay, so there we go. Terran Up versus other names hard to pronounce. Jits Renzo 2. Sporting the brown Protoss against the Norwich Terran, which is going to be wonderful to see on the minimap. Anyway, we have many APMs versus none whatsoever. Always a nice mix of things. Okay, so for those of you, it's Terran up my heart when I'm with you. You're Terran up my S2. Now these was sent to me by Psionic Reaver, but I don't know. That was actually better. I don't know for certain whether or not Psionic Reaver is the one playing with a spoof name. It wouldn't be, you know. Oh god. It wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. But he has been riling up some of the old no hunters, so this might also be show me the money, black sheep. Oh, it doesn't work because it's multiplayer. That game, that joke was old in '99. Like, really hurt my brain, man. These are now legitimate dad jokes. See, this is gonna be like people watching a series you've seen like 10 years ago, and they're like, oh my god, and they're going through all the references and all the lines like I do with The Simpsons, continuously quoting the first couple seasons because we don't talk about anything after 1996 or so. But god, this is gonna be, that's what remaster is gonna be. People laughing at those kind of things like Black Sheep. Whoa, yeah, you remember? Half of you wouldn't remember because you didn't actually play in 98, 99. I only started really playing online in 2000, 2001 or something. Because I had dial-up, so playing Starcraft online on Battle.net was like a very rare thing because it cost money and the phone line would be out. Then we got ESDN that was a little better, and then the holy grail of ADSL at, what was it, 512k or something. Those were the days, man. Wait. There's a game going and I need to pay attention. Okay. So, neat little bunker you have there. But yeah, no. It's gonna be all that nostalgia. When for me, it hasn't been nostalgia. For a lot of the people watching my videos, it won't be nostalgia either because we never stopped playing Starcraft. Or at least stopped watching Starcraft. It's been there. But now we've got the Nostalgia Brigade breathing down our fucking necks, and we can't not laugh at it. We can't say, oh my god, you're such a bore. No, because we have to welcome these people. They will be visiting us for several months, hopefully, and then they will fade away and lead their actual lives while we are left behind in the smoldering ruins of StarCraft Remastered instead of StarCraft 1.16. But you know, we need to motivate as many as we can, and hopefully, you know, people without false nostalgia. I am aware that there's a second barracks being built, and I'm trying to ignore it. Gonna be one of those games. It's gonna be one of those vacuum games that hasn't seen... Yeah. It's Protoss, right? So let's go Marine Medic, where every single thing that the Protoss built is a direct counter. Oh god, so these guys, what? If it's not Psionic Reaver taking the piss out of someone with half of his APM, then it's going to be a vacuum game. It's going to be the meta that never died in the minds of the Nostalgia Brigade. But, yeah. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm just not looking forward to it. Why don't you build a bunker against Dragoons? Because as soon as you got the range, don't worry, he'll put him in range for you. I love that people are good. I really do. I am not a bitter, cynical old man. Not yet. I'm only 30. Please. But it's gonna be painful. This is what Starcraft will be like when remastered releases. This. Aneurysms everywhere. No, not that one. Back again. Bit forward. Put them here and there and they can get range. The bunker will never break! Yeah, he's shooting in. Yeah! There you go. Build a single zealot. Honestly. Anyway. He's holding this. Oh. There is no, it should not be, but hey, he's draining some resources into that, so I guess that's a win. Don't worry. He's just going to keep piling up. Why is there an SCP? Why are you? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. More gateways! Please. You know what could have helped here, my dear friend? Ah, yes, more barracks. Exactly what I was about to say. And range! Range on the Marines! Yeah. What now, bitch? What now? Yes, more! More! You want to build 4 more Nexuses, so you... Nexus, Nexi... Nexuses, Nexus, Nexi. Nobody knows. Everybody makes it up. It doesn't matter. 4 Nexuses, Psi. To build more probes. And no gateways. Whatever you do, no gateways. No tech either. Just keep doing whatever you're doing. It looks like it's working. Except you've got, you know, you're on equal basis with a Terran. But don't worry. He's building engineering base and barracks. So he's not going to be any reasonable threat. He did build the gas. He's not mining the gas. He's seeing the gas because he scanned the gas, but the gas is not there. It's 5,000 out of 5,000. Hey! Here's the goon squad for another go. Oh no! He's not repairing it! Run! What? Oh shit, that's a lot of Marines. Run. If only there was something that Protoss could build. Yes! 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 Yes, that's one of the things. That is one of the things. Boink, boink. Oh no, he's gonna push out. Jesus. Whatever to do. Yes, many of those probes. Get some shit built, son. Maybe a single Zealot. Maybe a Citadel of Adun. Maybe a Templar. A single Psystorm. And this yellow snow will fade away. I wanted to say orange because he's technically orange, but then the reference wouldn't have worked. Stressful. Oh my god! I was going for... He's just building it to get a starport. He's not going to actually build any factory units. Oh look! He's still losing the goons because he's not focus firing anything. But hey, guess what? Even the unit that isn't supposed to really counter them actually counters them. Hey, we have a Zealot. I'm so happy. Come on, build the supports, robotic support, please. Please, yes. Close. It's in that list. It's in that same menu. But alright, that's okay. He might change his mind and go for the other thing that counters this. Or, you know, just outproduce him. I mean, he's not really doing anything. You can... If else he's in your rank, you can just expand, but he's going to do that first, because he's got 4 in the range, and that's enough as well. Ah! Oh god, no. What are you doing? I'm thinking, Terran's taking the piss, right? There's no way someone with this... I mean, he did, you know, lose his army here. Doesn't really matter because he's rebuilding it at breakneck speeds. And he's expanding shit. Where's the forge, man? I think a Protoss like you... Jits Renzo 2. A Protoss like you surely isn't shy of a Forger too. Yes? Come on then. Oh, he's expanding. Good enough, that's good too. I did tell him to do that, so that's all part of the plan. But whatever you fucking do, he's building more gateways as well, which also is quite impressive. There's a dropship here, there's dropships here, don't know why the science facility is there, but okay. Where did that fucking factory flow to? He's just, this is to taunt me. Just hanging there to taunt me. Alright, I'm okay. How about that forge, eh? How about that fucking forge? Yes! And 2! A Forger 2! I am fucking psychic. This isn't even, like, guessing the build orders. This is fucking psychic. I am in on this. ESP up in this bitch. And now if an observatory. No. For the mines, of course. Run, little bitches, run. No, not the Citadel of a Dune. He needs that. If only. Oh, he's got his forces here. Yeah, no. This is, you know. Get in. He's running all the way there. Okay. And, so that got cancelled by a single Dragoon. That happened. If only... Oh no. He's chickening out. If only Protoss had access to some AoE. It's so unfair. Protoss is lacking in area of effect. No, not the Forges! This was not part of my premonition. The burning of the Forge. Well, for the Forge to burn, of course it needs to exist. I'm glad. Just leave those Marines in there. Sad Zealots. Very slow, sad Zealot. Now going to die. And that Dragoon as well. It's okay. Fucking hell. Oh, He is taking a piss. Mobius reactor. Of all the fucking things to research to take the fucking piss out, it's the fucking Mobius reactor. Yes, it gives marginal amounts of extra energy once the ghost exits the barracks. That is the only merit it has. But the fuck you doing? He's actually getting more zealots now. That's the funny thing. Still quite a few Dragoons. Rebuilding the Citadel of a Dune. But here we are. This is happening. This is happening. All that is left is for me to stare in awe. The ghost, as you might of course know, does concussive damage, which is 100% to light and 50% to Dragoon. I am feeling anemic. I am thirsty. I feel lightheaded. I need some splash damage in this game. I don't care if it's a spider mine. I don't care if it's a tank. I don't care if it's a Reaver, a Psystorm, an Archon. Something. Need to see many infantry die in one go. This is what I need. Instead, however, we are going to see Protoss fight ghosts with goons and lose. He is building cannons, however. In the back of his base. Don't worry. The goons are coming. They have no upgrades. These have 2/2 upgrades. That starts to enter into it. Because Zealots do 2 damage, do 2 attacks. So they get -4. Yep. Yep. Oh yes. The Zealot's taking quite a bit of damage from the Ghosts, actually. But there's no reason for Ghosts to ever be in this matchup because they cost 75 fucking gas a fucking pop, which is almost as much as a fucking tank. But hey, you know, they're doing the job. You know, if no, like a siege tank could have, oh good, he dropped, and nobody gave a shit about the ship. The cannons, dropships didn't give a shit about the cannons, that's what I'm trying to say. He's not gonna get his upgrades. Man, he really isn't getting that fucking upgrade. GG. Are we? Sure. Thanks. So. Shit, don't say the password. Shit, now everyone knows. Oh, that's stupid. I, of course, disclaimer everyone, yes, people learn the game, and he's having fun, and that's exactly what I want people to have in this game, right? But, surely, if you are, you're tearing up. If you are, you're tearing up. At least, I don't know. Actually, if you would say, hey, there's a thing called Sonic Storm. Hey, there's a thing called a Reaver. Hey, there's a thing called everything the Protoss arsenal has. He has some grasp of the game, though. He's building gateways. But he's not a Starcraft 2 player because then he would use Templar or try to make Colossi and then stumble upon the Reaver and be confused. But then there's the Terran, who's up. And clearly he also has a grasp of the game. Sure, certainly he has to be fucking around. Certainly. Mysteries. Apparently they play the second game. I may or may not have that game in my possession. We'll see what happens with that.